My name's Kirsten Hunter. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I've just come along today to talk about some clinical issues that I cover in session almost every day, but definitely every week. And I think they'd be beneficial for the general public to be able to access, because it's really hard to get your hands on a lot of this nitty-gritty psych knowledge that is so helpful to us in our day-to-day lives. So I've written a series of books called Signposts for Living. They're not available yet, but it's really, this whole process has really kind of spurred me on to get involved with sharing information. So today we're going to talk about enmeshed relationships. This area has a huge impact on many families, and many families don't understand what exactly is going wrong, what's so complicated on the home front. So basically there's three types of relationships. There's the healthy type of relationship, where if you think of it as a sense of there's a connection with the family, there's a sense of us, but within that there are two individuals that have a level of individuation, which means you're your own person. You've got your own mind, your own priorities, and your own life that you're living, and you are very much clear in who you are and having your own voice. Obviously, that's degrees of. We're all learning to be connected with who we are and assertive in our needs, but basically you're your own person. And within the family, you're respecting each other as individuals, but you're also connected in the family. The second group is when there's an estranged situation. So an individual has left that family unit and they're over here, so there's a disconnection. And then the third category is enmeshment. Now, enmeshment is when people are involved in each other's worlds, but there's a lack of individuation. So instead of two individuals, we've got an overlap, and there's a sense of you almost belong to me and I kind of belong to you, and I don't really, I feel involved in your micro decisions in life that should really be your own. And I feel that if you go off and do something outside of what I think is a good idea, then you're almost betraying me. So there's a lack of respect for the individuation. So just to go back a little bit, in childhood, children are enmeshed with their parent, and they need to be, because the child is dependent on the parent. They are very vulnerable in the world, and their sense of themselves is absolutely connected with who their parent is. So there's a healthy enmeshment there with children. You know, there's the duckling and the mother duck, and they need to stick together. Teenage years is the process of this sense of who am I, and a disconnection. What's the wrong word? But it's a distancing that's required so you can become your own individual within that family unit. So enmeshment is when that process of becoming your own person is developmentally delayed, or it's just stuck, or perhaps there's a parent who is wanting to really remain primary in the child's life and not really wanting them to go off and be their own person. That could be through insecurity, it could be through control, or it could be because they think that's what parenting is about. So if the child leaves the nest, per se, that's a negative for that parent. Or sometimes there's the child who actually wants to stay enmeshed with the parent, and the child is thinking that, the parent's not free to go off and have a relationship, and the parent's not free to go and have their own priorities, because, well, why aren't you prioritizing my needs, even though that might be a 23-year-old or a 25-year-old. So enmeshment is a fascinating area, and when it's going wrong, it's spectacularly damaging, because when you've got an enmeshed relationship, neither parties are free to have one other new significant other in their life, because there's kind of three in the bed, if that makes sense. And basically, if you've got a child who's in an enmeshed relationship with the parent, the mother's or the father's not letting go, they're not really free to go and date. Or if they are with a partner, the partner feels that the parent is way too intrusive, way too demanding, and typically the relationships don't last. So I've seen this in all forms, and it's just really important to learn about if you're experiencing this. So the person who is reluctant in that enmeshed relationship is typically the one that eventually wakes up and realizes, hey, I'm not able to be my own person. I need to kind of create some boundaries here. and they generally step away and get the strength to do that, hopefully. And the person who is wanting the enmeshed relationship, they throw a tantrum about it, kicking and screaming. There isn't insight, there isn't valuing of that. But over time, hopefully, they can learn a new way of normal and learn that you don't lose your person, you just need to respect them as an individual. Some children actually physically move away from the location that their parents at to create that boundary. So that can happen as well. So I hope this has been useful. It's a really interesting area that's not really common knowledge. So if you want to catch me, you can find me on KirstenHunterAuthor.com. My Facebook is Kirsten Hunter Author. My Instagram handle is Kirsten Hunter Author. I'm on Twitter, Kirsten Hunter AU, Psych in Your Car, and also podcast Signposts for Living by Dr. Kirsten Hunter. So I hope this is useful, and I'll catch you later. Bye.